What's this?
I'll go with what my boss said, yes. And
What's this? What inspired you to take an interest in customer service?
I think the inspiration came from wanting Dominica to excel and having so many conversations about persons having customer experiences that was less than, their expectation. And repeatedly, having my own interactions. I decided that no, I wanted to be able to do something to impact our service culture like nationally. And so I connected with some of my colleagues and I had conversations with some of my mentors, and I came to an understanding that that was something that they too wanted to see, and boom! Bada boom!
An explosion?
Yes.
This place where we are right now, Deepex Color Lab, We Forward, all managed by one of the best customer service guy on island. Let me just give him a little brag because it's true. Right, Emily Puta. I really like your business. I really like the way you do business, and it's obviously true that you have been doing customer service at a high level from day one.
Yes.
All right.
The customer service is the most important thing. That is the ultimate. Without the customers, you do not have a business, right? So this is primarily what we focus on. We do not necessarily focus too much on what the competition is doing or whatever it is that is happening out there. We focus on the customer because, as I said, without them, we have no business whatsoever.
All right, guys, we are here at Brighter Days. We're here with Shanika. Shanika, today, let me just tell you, we are talking about the Dominica Institute of Customer Service, an institute that have been there since 2019, last year, and the office is located right on Independence Street, which is 102 Independence Street, right opposite from Fevrier Food Center. They share in a building with Rush Park, the place where you have to go and check your order and thing and them. It's an institute that have been there to promote and teach and educate on customer service. An awesome institute, and they really truly care about customer service. To me, it's my favorite place to ever go and visit if I want to sharpen my customer service skills. But we both know that you and your customer service skill in this business is amazing. We at Everglow's Beauty Salon. That's right across from NCCU. What's the name of that street? Cock Street.
47 Cock Street.
47 Cock Street. That's where we are right now.
And welcome to Everglow's. This is customer service.
Okay, thank you, Jerome, and I am Ambassador Felix Gregoire. I am ambassador, or Dominica's ambassador to CARICOM and the OECS.
On it. The first question that we have is it true that the customer is always right, and why, with your answer?
Okay, yes, the customer is always right. Even when the customer is wrong, the customer is always right.
I don't believe that the customer is always right, but as the employee, you would have to make them believe that they are always right.
At times, yes, they are right at times. But then in order to keep our customers, we listen to their ideas, we listen to their concerns. So their concerns could be right or their concerns could be wrong. But then we also take their concerns into considerations. So next time that we could do better.
This is something, it's not static.
Not static?
It's not static, meaning that the customer isn't always right. I will tell you why.
Yes.
An incident may happen between your business and the customer where you are the one who is right.
Yes.
But it's your whole level of approach, how you approach that situation. You understand? Because I can tell you, GK.
Yes.
But you're stupid.
Okay.
And the way you take it is like we come out butting heads. And I can tell you, GK, that thing, okay, I could base it on an incident. That thing you did there wasn't really wise, And that is how you should go about doing it. You understand? Your whole approach to a situation.
Yep.
It's so you see, that's why I told you it's not something that's static where the customer is always right.
Sit down, you calm them down, and then you you then engage them in some sort of discussion.
But Emil, why?
Because they're our boss, if you want to put it that way.
What guy is your boss?
Yeah.
I like to hear that.
They're our boss, they're in charge, so we cannot doubt. It's just like me doubting you as my boss, what you say. So as my boss, I tell you yes, okay, I understand. You always give them that notion, but then you always come with a but afterwards, or however, right? This and that and that and that sort of thing. So that is why what I was going to say before is that before you talk to an irate customer, you always try to make sure that they calm down a little bit. So if they call me and they tell me, oh, Emil, I have this customer very upset and whatever it is, I will tell them, okay, tell the person I'll be with them in a little while. And I give them a little 5 minutes or something like that to calm down. So I call them before, is the customer okay? Are they sitting down? Or whatever, before I come to them, and I come to them with a smile. I tell them, I understand we upset you. We upset you, so I always put us in the wrong before we even start. So I understand we upset you, but we're going to try to fix it.
Basically, you do your best to calm them down,
right.
Get them back into the level-headed,
right.
And then engage them to whatever
they
they
never come to them with the defensive notion that, well, look, that is the situation. And no. You always let the person know, look, we understand. However, look, this is what we want to do for you and stuff.
I believe a customer is right when they're right. But I think customers do take advantage of that saying.
Indeed.
So I don't know what we need to do about it, but I don't think a customer is always right.
Okay.
You have to try to reach them and meet them, but they're not always right. Sorry.
I don't believe the customer is always right. I don't believe so. In my experience, people can be very unreasonable. And we can pretend the customer is always right, because if we want to get the person, to convince the person to buy, you have a product to sell. And the person giving you a hard time, but you want the money. So you can pretend the person is right, but the person could be dead wrong, because some people are very unreasonable. So the customer is not always right. But we say that for a reason, I suppose. I'm not even sure why we say that, because it is not true. It's not true. There are people who are right, and there are people who are dead wrong. And all of us have those experiences, whether it's in the marketplace or in the public service, private sector. There are people who will come there and make life difficult. But as I said, we all have an agenda.
Right.
So if my agenda is to make sure you spend the money here, I can pretend that you never use certain language.
You've asked me a question, and I wish you had asked me, is this an open-ended question? Because I'm asking because you want me to say yes or no,
okay,
or because it's not a right or wrong issue. So Black Lives Matter, that's not that is something that is a lot more deeper than saying yes or no, right or wrong. And I feel like the customer is right is not a right. It's not an issue of right or wrong, and that's why I said the customer is boss. Because when a customer comes to me, they have a specific need that they believe that I can meet, and if that customer expresses that I'm not meeting that need, I can't say that they're wrong. I can't say that they're right. They're telling me that they have this need. Can you meet this need? And so I am in business to not just meet needs, but to make money. And to be able to make that money, I have to meet your need. So do you see where I'm going with this? So the customer is the key indicator consistently. So yes, wherever you are out there in Dominica, especially during this customer service week, the customer is boss.
We have been talking about customer service. We have explained it, everything. But what I haven't really asked is what is, like, on the groove, on the move, every day and day. What is customer service?
What is customer service?
In other words, just give me a definition or a description or even a scenario of good customer service.
But customer service really describes itself is how you serve the people, how you put that red carpet out for that customer and make them feel welcome, right? You do not want to take your problems from your home and bring it to the workplace and pass it on to the customer. So you want that person to feel welcome. You want that person to feel like they have been your friend for many, many years, even if you've never ever met them before. You know, so it goes beyond the business place, huh? I mean, even in terms of driving on the road, so many times you end up in a situation where you want to curse somebody and say, "Well, you're," and then you just have to calm down and say, "Sorry."
I'm glad.
You know.
Customer service basically, to me, is providing a service to somebody that will convince them that he's serious about business. He's ready for business. It is putting yourself out there as a representative, whether you have an incorporation or a small company, whether you work for somebody, whether you're self-employed, putting yourself out there to show the customer that, look, I am dedicated and I'm willing to provide that service to you or to provide that commodity to you, and I will explain every single thing about that commodity. I will explain every single thing about that service to convince you that yes, I think I should buy it. Some people tend to incorporate a certain level of deception in it, but in my business, in my service, if I'm not willing to use a product that I sell, I will not have it on my table or in my vehicle, wherever I offer that service. I will not have it in my stock. You understand? Yeah. So I personally, every single thing that I sell there, I use also. You understand?
So you can better explain.
I can better explain, right? Because everything. Even for example, my charcoal toothpaste, right? When I got this, that's a new product that I have. Mm-hmm. When I got it, right? When I got this one, I hadn't used it yet, and somebody came to me and they asked me, "What color is it?" You understand? I had charcoal toothpaste before and they were black. This one is also black.
Yes, this one is black.
You understand? But I hadn't used it yet, so I told the customer, I haven't really used it yet, which it goes against the norm. You understand that, some people will look at it, but why don't you just lie? But what if I lie and tell the person, oh, it's black, and next thing, the person decided to buy it, and then when they open it, it was green, or it was blue, you understand? So I try to always incorporate that a certain level of honesty.
Basically, to me, customer service is having that great relationship with your customers. Because sometimes some people, they actually walk into a store and they're looking for something but they're not sure, and then it's up to you to guide them as to what the product is about and which one you think is best for them. And most times at the end of the interaction, they will say, okay, I will try this one, and maybe next time I come I may try another one. So basically it's just how you interact with your customers and make sure that when they leave, they are satisfied and they will come back again. Once they're satisfied, they will definitely come back.
Well, customer service to me is when a customer comes to you, is what you give out. Meaning that you, as the person that receiving the person, what you give out. And this leaves a lasting impression. When a customer comes to you and you do all what you're supposed to do to make them comfortable and give them the service, so I can say this is good customer service.
Customer service is related to somebody going somewhere, someplace to get some service. So the service could take different forms. You may want to buy something, you may want advice. It could be a number of things. It could be something you pay for. It could be something that is free. For example, in government circles, you may want advice on a matter. You might follow up on a matter. You may go for service at the hospital, go to the Ministry of Education to get textbooks and so on. So it's a number of things, but the customer service itself, to me, is that when the customer leaves there, the customer is satisfied. So even if the customer didn't get what the customer wanted, but the person leaves there satisfied that whatever happened, the customer benefited. So you may come back the next day. So say if you went for your birth certificate, they'll tell you come back for your birth certificate. So you shouldn't be getting upset about it. So you should be treated in such a way that you're happy to come back for your certificate. So to me, that's what it is. You come to a place for service, and when you leave, you're satisfied.
What is customer service for the people who can actually know?
So customer service is delivering quality experiences and delivering specifically the needs of a customer. And so I might feel that in my organization or establishment that I have quality customer service, and that could be based on my standard or my interpretation. But really and truly, the customer is boss. So the customer's interpretation of what customer service is the most important thing. So customer service is delivering to the customer's need.
I'm glad that you said that and you brought that up. So we here at Starrins, and so I just want to encourage you to, during this week of Customer Service Week, not just be nice and be customer, because we already have that. We already established that. But to encourage others, our customers, so that they themselves can be nice to where they go into another store. You understand that? Because that's something that we really want to promote in this country. Because I believe there are certain areas that are not like Starrins. They have horrible customer service, and we want to stop this from happening. We come into an age where people come in stores and they don't really care if you come and buy or take. They just want to give you your money and thing. So we're giving our props to Starrins and Sons.
Thank you.
And we're asking Starrins and Sons and their staff to promote it throughout the entire country.
Thank you.
You want to do that first?
Yeah.
Give us a little bit of encouragement to the people that might be bad customer service.
Nobody beats the Starrins. Well, that was cut, right?
If you have an establishment, a business, when a person comes to that business, make sure that you want the person to come back to that establishment, because it's a journey. It's not a one-shot thing. You're not closing the store at the end of the day. You'll be there for a while. So more people come back, better for you. So I would want to leave that with those persons who deal with customers. And I would want to also say, and you mentioned it, the question of training. Some of us may not have the kind of training. Some people learn on the job, There's some people on the job, they learn. But there's some people you need to give them some formal training, so that at the end of the day, they can do the customer service that is required. So training is important, and maybe during the week we can push that. Train.
And the best place to get trained is the Dominica Institute.
Yes.
We have to make sure we say that. Okay.
No, but that's a very bold initiative, that Dominica Institute.
Yes,
it's a very bold.
It's not
a lot of young people are involved in that, which I'm happy about. A lot of young people, some of them have their own businesses, and when you interact with them, you have a sense of hope, to see young people, trying, being entrepreneurs, trying.
I said countless times during these interviews is customer service is more of a lifestyle. It's not only in business or in shops or in anything. Sometimes it's just a mindset of being nice, and it's something that I always agree with and always promote.
So the Dominica Institute of Customer Service is a professional membership body that is focused on quality customer service and excellence in terms of looking after the experiences of customers. And the support through our activism and through capacity and through support for organizations, both non-profit and the public sector, is to be able to bring that focus on a culture of customer service, and specifically quality customer service and excellence in customer service. My name is Natasha Yiloy-Labad. I do this because I absolutely believe that Dominica can be transformed into a service nation. We deserve that. We are a resilient people, and I believe that happy customers builds resilient businesses and resilient economies. And so why not start with our people Join us on Service Nation. We are on a journey to excellence, and I'm encouraging young professionals, customer service managers, the leaders out there in organizations that want to find like-minded professionals that they can connect to join us at the Institute of Customer Service.
Perfect. You just know how to do this. It's so serious, so easy for you. Alright, it's your boy GK on the spot again. This has been another Watsthis episode. And of course, we are celebrating and supporting Customer Service Week. Check it out. What's this? What's this? What's this?
What's this?